if you're constantly stuck on one person, you're also not giving yourself that chance to meet new people. What I'm about to say is about to trigger some people. Some people may not want to hear it. Some people might not agree with it. But I'm going to say it anyway because it's been something that has been playing on my mind, and I feel there's going to be at least one person that needs to hear this. Just because you can manifest someone back into your life doesn't mean you should. Now, what I'm talking about here is obviously there's people in life who have separations, who have a pause in their connection where it's needed. You know, two people go away, they work on themselves, they elevate, they raise their frequency, they heal whatever they need to work on, and they come back together more aligned and better off. Now, that's great and that's amazing. It's good that that can happen, but that unfortunately isn't everyone's story. And there are going to be people who are all into manifesting who are going to say that this is wrong and misinformation. But see, to be honest, I feel like unfortunately there's certain people and there's certain things that you just can't change. You know, there's people who have like personality disorders. There's people who do not have the emotional capacity to deal with someone like you. There's people who just simply don't want to change. They don't feel like they have to change. They don't do the work. They don't look at their life and evaluate what needs to change. They don't analyze things that need to be worked on, and they just simply don't change. There's people who go through their whole life with the same mess, the same problems, the same situations, the same mindset, and they just, yeah, it sounds a bit pessimistic, but unfortunately that is the case. And I totally would stand by, as my grandfather used to tell me, it's never too late for someone to change. And I completely stand by that because everybody does have the capacity to change. But as I've said, not everybody uses it, not everybody does it. And that's why I'm saying that you shouldn't, just because you can manifest someone back, because you absolutely can. Trust me, I've been there. I've been in situations and they always come back, whether it's weeks later, months later, years later, they always come back. But you soon learn and realise that that's not always a good thing. And certain people are only meant to teach you lessons, to teach you how to love yourself, to respect yourself and value yourself, and to also reflect back to you how you're feeling about yourself in terms of the people that you're attracting, the lessons that you're attracting. It's all a mirror, It helps you analyse and work on the things that you need to look at in your own self and your own life. Which is good, because if you do that work, you will elevate your connections as well. Everything else around you elevates with you. But unfortunately, some people are only meant for the lesson. They're not there for the next part. And that's okay, because if someone's treating you a certain way, they're avoiding conversations, they're disregarding your emotions, your mental state, they're maybe even abusive or toxic. Why would you want someone like that in your life? And some of you will be sitting thinking there, because I love them, they're the love of my life, and that's fair enough. But you have no idea who else is out there for you. And if you're constantly stuck on one person, you're also not giving yourself that chance to meet new people, to allow new people in, who will treat you better, who will treat you with respect, and who will give you the time, dedication, and love that you actually deserve. Because not everyone has the capacity to do that. And that's okay. We're not meant to get on with everybody. We're not meant to be liked by everybody. We're not meant to like everyone. It's not always meant to work out, and for good reason. And if you allow that and you just go with that, you will see why things work out the way that they do. And you'll be pleasantly surprised, because most of the time you're usually, you are surprised, and you end up with something way better than you could ever have expected or imagined for yourself. So take that with you. Just because you can manifest someone doesn't mean that you should.